Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Hearts of Iron 4 as the combined Syndicates of America. And as you will notice, the whole country has a glorious shade of red and is pretty much united except for the traitors up here in the north. So, I think that there are about to be a bunch of events which basically deletes our entire army, with a couple of exceptions, probably the motorized. And then we will need to start reforming everything for the next step. We got to 96% cavalry leader. We didn't quite get it. Ah, that's a disaster. There's a whole history about the different officers. I've never noticed that before.
Yes, sir.
Huh, interesting. Quite a lot of it too, crikey. He's also got 45% cavalry leader, 78% skilled staffer.
Attention.
Some of these guys probably got almost completed skilled staffer as well.
Listen up.
Cool, well, let's unpause this and see what happens. Can I delete the unit and get the equipment? I don't really want to do that. That feels weird. I mean, it's not like we're America or anything with pretty much unlimited resources. Although I'm a little bit surprised that nothing has happened yet. Hey, Humphrey. The end of the... So there it is. The end of the Second American Civil War. Iran has also joined the Kaiserreich. What could have been the greatest capitalist oppressor of the 20th century is now firmly under the control of the working class. Throughout the country, the working class celebrates its liberation from the depredations of their bourgeois masters. While there is still much to do, today we can celebrate this victory and savour the air of the America where for the first time, each man is truly equal. Recovering from the Civil War, massive recruitable population down, stability hugely down, war support hugely down. Economic devastation from the Civil War, construction speed, production efficiency, factory output, overwhelming Federalists' resistance, organization down, recruitable population, consumer goods, stability, war support, overwhelming longest resistance, recruitable population, consumer goods, division recovery, stability, war support, solidarity forever, at least until the next one. Okay, so we should now actually have access, here we are, to a lot of the recovery stuff. So we have the Dust Settles, which will remove war syndicalism, which I kind of want to keep at the moment. Huzzah! We can rebuild the country, which will get rid of the recovering from the Civil War to a slight recovery from the Civil War. And then the Second Constitutional Convention, which will change our name. And we'll also start recovering. I think I want to do the rebuilding the country. And see if we can get a couple of these done. Humphrey, thank you very much for the 14-month resubscription. That's awesome. Thank you so much. The sun of tomorrow rises upon the states. Solidarity forever indeed. So which of these penalties are the worst? Overwhelming longest resistance, the stability. Recovering from the Civil War, that's easily the worst. Minus 50% stability is crippling. Yeah, so we want to recovering from the Civil War. We definitely want this one. The Great American Revolution is over, but unless something is done, the wounds that have torn open this country will continue to fester and bleed. We must work with haste to build up an egalitarian, equal, and enduring America from the ruins of the old. And I am listening to the wrong music again. This is the playlist from yesterday. There we are. Properly happy. In a communist way. Peace deal has been signed between the Sultans of Egypt and the Ottoman Empire, like the day after Iran joined. And it looks like the Cairo Pact won. Yeah, it looks like it. They have a peace deal, but they didn't puppet them. Okay, so what else is happening in this world? Union of Britain does seem to be under invasion, although they've got to just outside of Glasgow, which is not a port, so that's irrelevant. They've attacked down here. They do have Plymouth, so they do have a port here, so that could be slightly dangerous. Huzzah! It looks like Germany is pushed across the Rhine around Cologne and Maastricht, so they seem to be pushing over that way. But France still keeps this side. Captain Irritant, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime resubscription. I very much appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Loving the Hearts of Iron 4 content. Thanks for the entertainment. You are welcome. There's an ugly green colour on the corner of the map next to the glorious Syndicates. We need to fix this. Yes, I'm working on it. There will definitely be a planned retaking of New England. We shall make it New America. Wow, I have minus 30% stability. Oops. Oh, did we lose the armies? We lost the armies. This is what we're left with. And maybe some extras. Nope, that's it. So it's basically just what we built throughout the war. We do still have Reed Zone and the Red Devils, who are rather elite at this point. And then the huge number of motorized, and then a couple of these guys who are cavalry. Right. You're also getting quite a lot of cavalry leader, which I'm not sure was entirely intended. Yeah, I feel like that was because people were wounded. Also, you started as a 1-1-1-1-1. You are now definitely not a 1-1-1-1-1. That's actually quite an impressive promotion. What I think I'm going to do is we're just going to unassign all of the commanders at this point, and we're going to rebuild the armies accordingly. So we have the infantry, the motorized, and then the cavalry. Do we have anything under construction? We have a couple of motorized under construction, and the motorized is going to be the core of our army. We have got an infantry equipment deficit. We have enough motorized. Oh yeah, we're building heavy tanks. Are we still building heavy tanks? Whoa, okay, we've lost a lot of factories. Have we gone back to civilian? We've gone back to civilian. I see. Well, let's fix this, although unfortunately that's already gone and killed my efficiency. Bugger. Well, we definitely don't need this many light tanks. Light tanks are something of a moot point. Maybe we have that many. Motorized we still want to be mass producing. Regular guns we want to have a fair number of. Let's go with 3 of those. 1 of those. 3 of those. 3 of those. Then anything spare can be motorized. And this way we've actually kept the efficiency because the factories were not cancelled for too long. Okay, good. Meanwhile, the shipyards are still completely pumping out new vessels. I don't even remember how our fleet is looking. So we have a couple of the improved cruisers. At the moment, these are all just escort duty destroyers. Cool. Yeah, Mexico syndicalist. Very, very syndicalist. Fighting for America has been removed. That's too bad, that was a nice bonus. Second Melbourne Uprising. Massive unrest in the Australasian Confederation has culminated in the Second Melbourne Uprising by syndicalists, mirroring the first such uprising that occurred in 1924, and which was crushed by both the government and paramilitary forces. The unpopular Australasian Guard-led movement ordered Australasian soldiers to open fire on the protesters, leading to a bloodbath which has left hundreds dead and chaos reigning in the southern cities for weeks. I was hoping to see an actual uprising. It doesn't look like that's happening, though. Also, that Intel India has done pretty well. Nice. The Second American Civil War, the bloodiest conflict to ever descend on the New World, is over. And as sobbing widows bury their dead husbands and sons, the last traces of the old regime are being swept away by the American Revolution, headed by the Combined Syndicates of America. The old capitalist system is being dissolved and replaced with an organization similar to that of France and Britain, and the red-black banner now flies over the former Congress, soon to be converted into the Congress of the Syndicates. The CSA has already strained its relations with Canada, and it already looks forward to becoming the vanguard of syndicalism in the New World. America It has changed. Forever. Should read the new country modifiers. American Commissars. Dra die Nedum. Der Kommissar get Oh, I kept the industrial juggernaut. Oh, crikey. While we may have won the Civil War, our country is in ruins. Most people are forced to barter. Electricity, running water, and other basic services barely function, and millions are starving or ill, especially the thousands and thousands of orphans. While we may have won the war against the federal government, we have not won the minds of its inhabitants. Federal terrorist attacks railroads and factories and indiscriminately kill our loyal soldiers and policemen. While we may have won the war against the Union State, we have not won the war of the minds for its inhabitants. Nothing from the Pacific states, though. They seem totally cool with us winning. And yeah, we're going to change this to early mobilization. We do have enough war support to do that. And that's going to allow me to keep a little bit more industry going. And also, speaking of which, what are we producing? We're back to doing repairs and infrastructure, which I am actually okay with. It's not worth it. Looking where the big factories and big resources are from. Actually, aluminium is something we desperately need. So let's make sure that those get upgraded. Wait, no, this is irrelevant. This is Kaiserreich, this is not vanilla. Unfortunately, you don't get more resources from upgrading infrastructure. Let's try that again. This is purely based on factory numbers. We've already got 8. Delaware desperately needs more. North Carolina, do we really care? North Carolina's already half done. Tennessee could do with a bit more. Missouri could do with more. Illinois. Wisconsin. We have so many factory slots. This is going to be insane. How has North and South Dakota got more factory slots than most of the South? Nebraska. Oklahoma. Oh no, that's only a 5. Yeah, most of the southern states have just no industry potential whatsoever. We do have a bit. And then Southern California. Northern California. Not you two, not you. Oh, there's one. It's amazing just how much industry the potential there is up here. It's not built yet, but the potential is huge. And then the industrial juggernaut stuff is going to be completely and utterly insane. Now I do want to get the civic factories repaired first. And then I think we'll do that. Lots of infrastructure to go. They have a lot of space because no one lives there, but that's not how it's calculated. It's done by population, which is why the big metropolises like London have a lot of industrial space. And I'm fairly sure that the south is more populated than the north. The devs have a Midwest bias. It's fairly obvious. And the next thing I want to take a look at is which of our comrades are struggling abroad and whether I can send them any assistance. Because I'm fairly sure the CNTF AI will desperately want some. And that's also going to mean that we can continue getting some more experience, particularly for our commanders. So, let's take a look. CNTFAI, I think, is going to be the main one. And we can send up to 2 divisions.
Commands. Commands.
So you two are going to be under the command of Rose, because I still want Rose to get some more cavalry leader ability. So, CNTFAI, send volunteers, Maurice Rose. Then, Commune of France, definitely getting some volunteers. I can send you also 2.
Yes, sir.
So we'll grab 2 of these, probably you 2. Under the command of... Carter Jr. maybe? Cav leader only 9%. Katyn is going to be the main other cavalry commander, I think. Tisa, 11%, 7%. Murphy could also do with cavalry. I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't get these guys trained, because they're also the panzer leaders. So when we do eventually get tank divisions, they will be fighting alongside mechanized. So I think that you are going to be commanded by Carter. You know what? I think I'd actually rather you were commanded by Rose, because Rose is going to be in France, which is going to be busy. Then this can be... What did I say? Katyn. No. Other guy. Edward Carter. And then we need another 2, which are going to be these 2, I think. Commanded by... Murphy. Murphy never even fought in the previous fight. Alright, we'll give these to Katyn. Katyn's going to be our other mechanized commander. And you are going to go to Soviet Russia. Hell, you even look like a Soviet Russian. You'll fit right in! Then Socialist Italy. It's going to get some. You don't. 7%. Wolf, 0. Teaser, 11. Law, 7. I'm going to send it teaser. And then I think I'm also going to send some infantry units. Do I have any infantry? I do. Maybe these 2 to England.
Yes, sir.
And this is going to be under an infantry commander like Cannon. And their job is basically just to hold. Right, are there any other comrades who are currently fighting the good fight? Baratia, you definitely want to have motorized. I'm even going to send you some decent ones. Oh, I need a commander.
All in.
Heike is more of an infantry, so are you. So Heike is just a really high level. What's on Heike? And Insulindia, I don't think really needs them. Ukraine. Right, lost to the kingdom. One of these is Soviet. Is it Ruthenia? Nope. Poland? Nope. Paraguay? Nope. Although that's a hell of a uniform. Crikey! This guy knows how to dress. What party am I planning to have in charge? Probably just the Syndicalists. I'd quite like to keep Reed in charge, seeing as Reed's kind of the boss man. Alright, Guatemala. Whose side are you on? Authoritarian Democrat. Alright, so these guys are all communist. And you can have these two. Under the command of Wolf. Oh, I can only send you one.
Commands. Ready.
San Salvador? Oh, I could send a whole bunch of them down here.
Attention.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you and you.
Yes, sir. Ready, sir.
So Law and Murphy. Okay, that's all of my generals are being sent out. Law,
Commands.
and then you. I'm gonna get Murphy. And now America's just exporting the entire volunteer army just wholesale. Like, yeah, we've done our fighting. Turns out we're actually fairly good at it. Anyone want some troops? And then we have Lend-Lease, but I don't think I'm going to be in a position to offer that yet. You guys are all fully trained. So are you lot. Okay. Allow, 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 allow. Good. Who's that?
Attention.
Rose. CNTFAI. Do you say no? No, it's coming to France. I'm down to just 16 divisions. Hold on. I can fix that. Where'd they go? There they are.
All in.
Like, the most important unit is the one that didn't get sent out. Okay, done. Now, am I importing anything? Yeah, rubber. I think we can reduce that fairly heftily. Now we have loads of everything else. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. More tea, but coffee okay too. Is that coffee? Oh, hot chocolate. Hot chocolate's fine. We will accept that. Civil war in Russia. The crisis in Russia has reached a fighting level of intensity, and now Russian workers have risen to struggle for freedom against the capitalist oppression once more. Should we help them, even though the Bolshevik methods are rather extreme? Help the Russian workers, only spare a few, or no? Help the Russian workers! We will do what we can. Egua. They all arrive on the 4th of June, with the exception of the French who arrive on the 5th. They're still a ways away.
Ready to move.
Now, what else am I short on? We're still mostly short on guns. We are focusing those first. Good.
Listen up. Ready to move.
Yeah, we can speed up the game, though. We're at the stage where Speeding up doesn't really do anything. Because Kaiserreich. Alright, so the Union of Britain managed to secure Scotland. And here we go. All of the volunteers have now arrived.
Ready to move.
So your job is to get over here and take Truro back.
Orders.
Your job is probably the one that I need to micro the most. You need to take that and then scoot. Oh. Yeah, if I can do some damage, like some real damage against the kingdom, I'd feel best about that.
Listen up.
Honduras.
Orders. Ready.
Baratia. You're another one where we could use a lot. Oh, Princely Federation and Baratia are not at war. Oh, now that's interesting. Oops.
Yes, sir.
I was thinking more the two Sicilies are where you're needed.
Listen up.
Nicaragua. It's almost like I planned this. Very neat.
All in.
And then the Soviets. You guys are also really important. Where can we make some impact? Probably down here. Yeah, let's actually start from there. Okay, you get a field marshal.
All in.
You get Carlson. And then either the Commune of France or the CNTFAI will get Butler. And there's the communes.
Ready, sir.
Now, where are you going to be needed the most? Down here, probably. Clear that up, and then all of these troops will be freed up for elsewhere. So, Commune of France gets the Field Marshal, or CNTFAI. I think CNTFAI. That's always somebody that we can just move around. He's got so many traits, it's ridiculous. Right, next up, you lot can start just training. And so can you. Because we have nothing to protect ourselves against. Everyone loves us. Absolutely nothing bad could happen at any moment. Zero. Nada. Especially now that I've sent all of my troops abroad.